you. 6:18, let's get over to Jed. Hey, Jed.
Guys, good morning to you. Bus stoppers want to prepare for a little scattered rain. Maybe a little lightning here this morning, but mainly just some scattered rain here out the door this morning. Showers are what we're seeing. A little bit of wind out there, too. Warm south wind. Temperatures are actually near 70 right now. So some scattered rain, 70, windy conditions. This will be a north wind coming in here later today. We'll have some storms around lunchtime to about 3 o'clock, and the storms will start to wind down about 3 o'clock today. So windy weather on the way. That'll be a north wind. Look at the air falling, temperatures dropping into the 50s by afternoon. So mom and dad don't need the coats for the kiddos this morning, but you might go ahead and have them wear it on to school this morning because the chances of some cooler air, a lot of wind blows in as they head home from school later today. You see at 60%, see the storms. There is a storm chance. I think that'll be when they're inside the school. As they get out of school, those storms I think will be winding down and things will be improving on the backside of that cold front. The front right now is up in northwest Oklahoma. It'll track through the northwest part of the state this morning. It'll roll down through Oklahoma City around lunchtime today. As that moves on in, chances for storms along that boundary. Right now you see there it's a low chance, and then going to southeast Oklahoma, atmosphere is more primed. More opportunity for some spinning type storms. That means some very large hail, golf ball size hail, winds to 70. And then isolated chance of a tornado possible as well, especially in these areas in south and east parts of Oklahoma. Oklahoma City, isolated spin up is not out of the question. Kind of a similar pattern to what we had last week. A gust to 70, and then also quarter-size hail and maybe up to an inch of rainfall. And the highest threat for storms again run for about 11 a.m., ending about 3 p.m. this afternoon. Right now, the rain and storms are in northwest Oklahoma. We've had a little severe weather behind the cold front, some elevated storms kind of kicking up their heels. Those don't produce tornadoes, but those were kind of rocking a little bit earlier this morning. Right now, new rain developing. See Marty right there. Some storms developing out in the western sides of the state. These are starting to get their act together near Camargo, so watching that. Maybe some small hail coming out of that cell. There's a cell at Mutual and Visai. He's in the ceiling area, so we'll check in with Marty in just a little bit. And then further south, down here in Oklahoma City, some patches of that rain. There might be a little lightning mixed in there, but right now the lightning counter is 0. 70 this morning, south winds at 21. As we go from where we're at now, 70, south winds 15 to 30. The time you head home here later today, it's dropping into the 40s, about 48 by about 5 o'clock today. North winds, wind chills down in the 30s. So yeah, big changes coming. Here's the forecast. As we look at the computer data, watching that rain and thunderstorm line kind of rolling down. That's the cold front nosing down. That'll approach Oklahoma City about lunchtime today. About 2 o'clock, you see some areas of scattered storms up and down I-35, some scattered storms in southeast Oklahoma, and those will start shifting east of Oklahoma City about 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon. Northwest Oklahoma, maybe a little bit of snow for a while as that colder air blows in before winding down later this evening. Here's your future wind chills. Look at these dropping down into the 30s going into the afternoon, 20s across western northwest Oklahoma. That colder air keeps sinking on in. Everybody feels cold waking up for your Saturday morning. 65 here out the door this morning. We'll be in the upper 60s toward lunchtime, but here comes that cooler air blowing in by mid to late afternoon today. Again, talking that weather today, it's going to be a bit wet at times, some scattered areas of rain and some storms on the way today. Again, here's the cold front moving through northwest Oklahoma. Already some wind chills down to the 30s and 20s out toward the Panhandle. Rain chances going up this morning across northern and west parts of Oklahoma. That'll ride down toward the metro area going into the morning. By lunchtime today and on, that starts to shift off to the east this afternoon, and expect to see a few more chances of rain, especially far east here later this evening. Northwest Oklahoma, as north winds blowing, may cause for a little rain or snow for a while before coming to an end this evening. Turning colder, that colder air blows on in by late today. Temperatures in the 40s there, and the lows tonight dropping into the 30s, maybe a few spots down around freezing. And as we go into tomorrow, temperatures should rebound back up in the 50s, 60s for most spots. More of a south to southwest wind, more sunshine, dry weather for the OU game tomorrow, and then a bit warmer coming our way on into Sunday's highs rebound into the low 70s. So again, severe weather possible today. Daylight saving time ends this weekend, and look for a warmer pattern setting up much of next week ahead of another big cold front comes in late next week, creating a pattern change. That'll be cooler starting on Friday with a chance for some rain. We'll check with our trackers and we'll go outdoors. Your outdoor forecast is coming up.